Hello everyone, this is a Notifier SGL-2000 fire alarm control panel. These were first produced in the late 1980s and are a direct rebrand of the Firelight MP24. The SGL-2000 is a very small, solid-state conventional fire alarm control panel with 2 initiating zones and 1 signal circuit. It can accept an optional transmitter or relay module. So let's jump right into this. For this demonstration system, we have an LNG-1R pull station, a system sensor 2100 smoke detector, and a system sensor MAS 24M horn strobe set to slow whoop. This is a very simple non-coded system, so here we go. This panel does not have an alarm silence switch. Instead, the disable switch will shut off the signals for any alarms. This does put the panel into trouble, so the trouble silence switch was also pressed. Reset this, and reset the system. And the panel is back to normal. And now for the smoke detector. Disabled again. The smoke detector is on zone 2, and the alarm was pretty much instantaneous, which is common with these older solid-state based panels. That should be aired out now, so you can reset and re-enable the zones. And back to normal. The SGL-2000 is one of the smallest fire alarm panels ever made. It measures roughly 10 inches wide, 11 inches tall, and about 5 inches deep. There are a few panels smaller than the SGL-2000, such as the Monaco Firefly, which is so small it doesn't have space for batteries. The SGL-2000 has a very simple operator interface. There are 2 red LEDs for the alarm zones, a yellow LED for trouble, and a green LED for AC power. For controls, there's a reset button, a trouble silence, which shuts off the panel's internal piezo, and a disable switch, which prevents the signals from sounding for any alarm conditions. The SGL-2000 has a small address panel which covers the circuit board. The Canadian SGL-2000 has a full address panel which covers the entire back box. It only has 1 initiating zone. Here's the circuit board behind the address panel. On the left side are the terminals. The 2 left terminals are the AC input, followed by the signal circuit, and the 2 initiating zones. These share a common positive terminal. The manufacturer recommends using 2-wire detectors, but if 4-wire detectors are desired, power for them can be obtained using the zone positive terminal and the negative terminal of the signal circuit. There's a harness connecting the board to the main transformer, and another connector going to the batteries. In the back, there's a 4-pin connector for one of 4 option modules. These include the MPAC24, which has 2 alarm relays, the MPAT24, which has an alarm and trouble relays, the MPTR24, which transmits alarms, and the MPTRT24, which transmits both alarms and troubles. And that's it for the Notifier SGL-2000. Besides a cosmetic update in the mid to late 1990s, these panels would be discontinued by the early 2000s, being replaced with the SFP2402. The SGL-2000 is rare nowadays, and while the Firelight version is more common, when they do show up online, they tend to have an unusually high price tag. Nonetheless, if you do happen to acquire one of these panels, these are tiny and very simple fire alarm control panels. With minimal wiring and configuration to do, the SGL-2000 is an excellent first-time fire alarm control panel, especially for younger hobbyists or anyone unfamiliar with electronics. In any case, if you have any questions or comments on the SGL-2000, feel free to post them below. But until next time, have a nice day.